Boom. Look at that. No spoilers. Although board is rotated, so if you at home are watching, just be aware that we are now watching north and it has now been rotated a bunch of degrees, approximately 180 degrees. So north opens a diamond, which I think is like strong or something. One diamond's artificial. Everyone in chat is an expert on the Dinkin diamond system, I see. So a diamond, 2 clubs, probably game force. I mean, this is not 18 plus 1 diamond, so I don't actually know what 1 diamond is. Could it be any hand with diamonds as well? All right, for everyone who's not aware, because I'm sure a bunch of people don't know what's going on, North player that we're going to watch is Olivia Shireson. She's 18 or 19, she's from the US, and has decided to take some time off from school, so not going to college, and she's just playing full-time professionally. She was on the USA 2 junior team, I think, for the most recent junior world championships. Maybe she was on like the U21, I'm not sure. USA U21, got it. But yeah, I don't actually know anything about her. I've never seen her play, and I try and avoid watching Dinkin matches as much as possible, so I literally know nothing. Supposedly she's quite good. And I guess we're about to find out. One diamond is 15 plus artificial forcing, so kind of precision style, but inverting the club and diamond bids. Good call. College will be there in 6 years. Bridge may not be. So my own personal experience on that is that if I wanted to do what I'm doing now, I made a huge mistake taking time off to play bridge professionally. It's just like actually a disaster, and it has cost me probably like 5 or 6 years of my life. Like on top of the whole, like I spent a long time playing bridge professionally. But you are right. Like it's not just because bridge is a little bit of a dying sport. I'm not sure how true that is or not, but people say that all the time. But I do think it looks like you should get into it early. The system is not what you thought. It's not what anyone thinks. So we got to 3-0. We get the 10 of spades lead, which I guess is Rusino. I'm just guessing the 10 of spades is Rusino based on the fact that West didn't bid spades and Dummy has the 9. So, I mean, the defense is setting up 3 spade tricks. They might not necessarily be able to cash all of them. Suit could be blocked. East has ace 10 fifth. I keep wanting to say West, but it is the player sitting over here to the left. Left-hand opponent could have ace jack 10 fifth. And therefore, right-hand opponent has queen doubleton. I mean, a lot of... Wow, the 10 of spades gets ducked. Is that the play? That doesn't look like the play. Oh, maybe it wasn't Rusino. Maybe it was just a standard lead. In which case, sure. Left-hand opponent led from 10 doubleton, and now we know that right-hand opponent has ace queen jack fifth. That does make it sound like left-hand opponent has everything else. Because what was the auction? So I guess North showed diamonds, and that's about it. So our hand showed diamonds, and that's all. which makes me think that not only does left-hand opponent have diamonds well locked up, so maybe a diamond discard here is prudent, but left-hand opponent probably also doesn't have a great alternative lead, which makes me think we should hook them for both queens. Okay, hold on. I'm making a chat command. How do I do this? Oh, I probably don't have the right bot for this. I'm gonna have to go into Nightbot myself. What did we do? We pitched a heart on the third round of spades, or second round of spades. So it looks like Declare probably could have made this if she had guessed things a little bit better. Spade 10 was fourth best? Wait, was it? No, third best, right? It was third. It was from 10 third. Yeah, it's a little strange to not cover the 10 of spades with the king. Obviously, Declare thought that it was 10 doubleton, in which case there was no way for East to lead a third round of spades through when they got in. But as it was, that ended up costing the contract. Now, it's possible that Declare would not have made anyway. Because, you know, it's all about trying to guess the position of these queens. We'll see afterwards if I was right about the spade opening lead, being because left-hand opponent has both of the queens and hearts and clubs. I have to say I am not that impressed with the first board. Maybe things will get better. But really, this is what happens to you. So West does have, I keep calling him West, left-hand opponent has both of the queens in hearts and clubs. You can see now the diagram has rotated. So apologies for a little bit of confusion on the picture. Diamonds were 3-3 though. But yeah, I think I probably would have ended up making this. Cover the 10 of spades with the king so that we only lose 3 spade tricks, lose a diamond trick to the king, and then just play East for both of the queens. Not really a fan of covering. Not really a fan of not covering trick 1. Yeah, agree. I don't think it should have cost her. But the thing that I think that is very unimpressive to me is not hooking the opening leader for both queens in hearts and clubs. Anyway, on to board 2. I mean, you know, difficult contract. Obviously, East found kind of a creative or inventive opening lead of the 10 of spades, and it did work out for their side. Gave Declare a lot of headache, and she was not able to piece together the entire hand. But okay. West opens a spade, so our right-hand opponent opens a spade. I think Craig has just woken up. I will jump on Discord. I don't know if Craig is coming, but we may have a co-caster. And now I'm going to need to update my co-caster command again. Boom. I am in. All right, he says he'll be here in 5 to 10 minutes, in which case we might be completely done with the match. Oh my god, that is a giant text dump. Can someone make a copy pasta about that, and then I can just link that as the Dinkin command? Not like a legit copy pasta. I don't want any actual information about the system. I just want like a bunch of emotes interspersed with where real information would be. It's okay if you don't want to. I just think it would be funny. I do really need to get more chat commands so that people in chat can just come in and spam commands, because I think that that is amusing. Have I missed anything on this hand? A diamond to the queen, ducked, king of diamonds, continuation, and what was the auction? A spade, a no trump, all pass. Exclamation point, Brad. I do need to really create some commands though. All right, I have created a exclamation point Dinkin command. It can be updated at my discretion. You know what I should do? I'm going to pull up the standings and have that in a separate window, and I will refresh throughout to see if we get any change in the leaders. So Sorvoll, in the other room, they're making a huge run. They made 11 tricks and no trump on that previous board. West led a heart at trick 1, which picks up the entire heart suit, and Declare is able to set up diamonds. Ah, clever. Yeah, so the West wasn't scoring enough to defeat the contract if West cashed the queen jack of spades. Ended up getting in and returning the 2 of spades, hoping his partner had led from 10-9 third. Nice defense. Doesn't cost too much, as 400 and 100 also would have been 11 imps. I seriously have not been following the play. So 2 rounds of diamonds, a heart got led to the jack and queen, and now another diamond. Your main quibble with the system is that they play Namiats, 4 hearts and 4 spades. I had a partner who loved playing Namiats. Played with him for a number of years when I was in high school. You love optional Namiats? What is that? Interesting. I've never really enjoyed, like, it's the same thing for me about that Namiats as with, or the Steph's thing, 4 clubs is bad with clubs or good with hearts, as like my quarrel with multi 2 of a major. Sometimes the opponent's overcall and it's in partner suit and you get in trouble. Like, I'm certain that I had an auction playing multi, and this is what has caused me trauma over the years, where I partner opened multi in first seat, right hand opponent overcalled 2 spades, and I was like 1-6-3-3, and I bid, I think it was like 5 hearts or something, and it went double, and went all pass, and partner had more spades than the opponent. I don't know. I forget what was. What is this hand? This is a 9-card spade suit. What's wrong with this hand? I mean, this is just a 1 diamond opener systemically, isn't it? Let's see how the Dinkin diamond deals with 9-card spades. I don't think they're equipped to deal with hands that don't have long diamonds. All right, that's all I've got for you currently for the Dinkin chat command. You know what I'm going to do? Okay, we're going to open a notepad. Maybe offline, if I feel like it, I will create a copy pasta of what Steph wrote earlier. I don't think I will. I am far too lazy, and I have an interview tomorrow, but if I remember. Schmeevel says, I'm afraid you have a Tuno with this hand. Speaking of Namiats, hello? Hello? So partner has a good 4-heart preempt. I guess we bid 4 spades, right? Unless this is key card, in which case I guess we bid 4 hearts. I don't know. 4 spades is key card. I mean, of course. Why would it be natural? Like, we definitely want to declare this hand, right? Because we don't want the opponents to realize that we have a diamond void and 9 spades. How about, yep, I'm listening. Okay. I mean, that's a bid. Make him guess which minor to lead. Are you not worried about having a spade loser? I mean, partner certainly has a spade void, right? Ooh, partner doesn't have a spade void. Well, oh god. Imagine the trump lead is the only way to beat this. Oh my god. Okay, this is amazing. Great. No, things are going really well. So diamond ruff, club ruff, diamond ruff, pull trumps. Hello.
What I miss?
Are you kibitzing Olivia?
Not yet. I'm just firing up.
Yeah, well. Oh my god. Okay. So.
Okay, now I am.
Oh! Get fucked! Everyone who thinks that jumping to 6 spades is the right fit. Actually, hold on. How bad is 4 hearts? Is 4 hearts also go? 4 hearts might also be going down, but take that, chat. This contract was never making. Imagine if the club lead was the only way to beat the contract because the Queen of Hearts was on side.
What? I'll see the auction in a second.
Oh my god. This is amazing. Wow.
Alright, so what happened here?
Yeah, does a non-club lead allow this to make?
I mean, I don't like 6 spades, but 4 clubs is horrible, right?
4 clubs is Namiats. I don't think a non-club lead allows it to make. The defense will be in time to Oh my god, it does! Wait. So if they lead a diamond, you ruff, you play a heart to the jack, which gets ducked. We play... Oh, but then we take a spade finesse. Oh my god! That's insane. Well, I mean, regardless, Looks like justice is being served for once. Dinkin gonna be out of the top 5 soon.
Six spades wasn't makeable on that lead, was it?
Not on a club lead, no.
So I don't know about you, but I think four clubs is completely horrible.
I mean, I don't know their system. You can't ask me to defend or.
Okay, well, assuming that they're playing it, so allegedly playing it the way the rest of the world does, I think Olivia very reasonably was, playing like her partner. Probably in most partnerships has to have the Ace King of Hearts and not the King Jack 10.
Sure, yeah.
Maybe Ace Queen at worst, but this suit shouldn't be possible if they're playing it, anything resembling the way the rest of the world does. So in that context, I think her bid is, maybe it's your choice, maybe it isn't, but I think it's totally fine, right? Against a normal hand, it has to have play.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree. It's not so crazy. I still, I don't know. I didn't really think about it. I guess I'm used to playing with sponsors and like having them have this type of hand. It didn't occur to me that we had any play for a slam. But
it's also possible that she couldn't bid for spades.
Oh yeah, no, we established that there was no way to get to spades.
Well. This way.
Yeah, so other table got to 4 spades on that one. Went down an extra trick. I mean, didn't go down, but they lost an extra trick. Maybe they misguessed hearts. Either way, 25-0 in 3 boards. How have we done in 3 now? I saw we led a heart at trick 1, partner won the queen. That's a good start.
Yeah. Well, yes and no, right? It gives DeClaire a second trick they didn't have. Unless DeClaire also had the 9.
So spade to the ace, spade return. Just trying to set up partner suit, maybe.
So it feels like DeClaire is probably, like 3-3-3-4, 3-3-2-5, like kind of, something like that. Maybe he has a 4th heart, but I doubt it.
I didn't see the auction. 1-0-3 now. I think partner probably would have returned hearts if. Yeah,
it's probably I wonder. I mean, it's true because it doesn't look like partner has a lot of spades, right? He has 3 or 4.
Wow. Oh, you definitely play back a heart there as partner. Oh my god.
We don't. Well, you're right. Maybe it's a spades entry, but we need 2 entries if partner has a doubleton heart, and I think with 3 you would have figured it out. Yeah.
Oh my god, this is honestly just the fucking worst. And
11's a lot, but yeah, there's no defense here. I think DeClaire always had 11 tricks.
Yes. 5 diamonds, 2 clubs, 2 hearts, and 2 spades.
So I would certainly open a 14 to 16 no trump as south.
Yeah, but you can't.
I thought it was. Sorry, it's north. I mean, whatever. I forgot they rotated the boards.
It's just terrible. I have to call the opponent's right-hand opponent and left-hand opponent now so that no one gets confused.
I got so confused on the last hand when it was 3-0 west and somehow we were looking at the east hand and dummy. Or sorry, looking at the hand on my left and dummy.
Ooh, okay. So we've opened a heart. Unusual, I would say. I mean, maybe this shows a doubleton spade or something. Nope, 1 heart. But I think it's limited because 1 diamond is like every strong hand.
Yeah, I think that's. I'm trying to remember the Dinkin system, which I had blocked out of my head quite some time ago.
Oh my god, 1 heart is 4 plus 8 to 12. Why would we bid a heart then with this? Like, is there really no better way to describe this?
Is that tree even vulnerable at 8 to 12? That seems crazy. I know the whole system was crazy, but
Gross.
so is this supposed to be a 2 heart opening bid then to show like did they play intermediate two level openings to solve this problem?
Guess. Yeah. RHO and LHO so viewers are less confused. No, 2 hearts is weak. Okay.
Well, how do you show the range between 8 to 12 and whatever starts with your strong bid?
Oh no, apparently 2 hearts is 11 to 14, maybe only at these colors. Well,
and I don't think it's possible that Olivia forgot because she had been very good at learning the system and she's been playing it for a while now.
Yeah, but God, please stop playing with Dinkin.
Well, she, in fact, I won't give any details on the stream, but he did ask someone else about playing in the next cycle, and I doubt that's a rejection of Olivia. I think Olivia is, done with her gap year and going to college, so it makes sense that he would need someone who had more freedom.
Okay. King of Hearts.
Hoping to get something going in trumps, like maybe partner as the Jack and the 10 becomes an
I
important
don't
card.
understand the King of Hearts. Why not play the Queen or the 8? Probably the 8. Like...
Yeah. Agreed. We have clubs and not diamonds. It seems like that's an important thing to tell partner. I mean, we did previously play the Jack, so maybe we feel like we already sent that message, and now the King says, like, that was the message, but it wasn't too strong if she's trying to be super subtle.
Yeah, but, like, you could play the Queen here. Like, I mean, like, you don't have to say definitely play clubs, but the King looks like we have the Diamond King, right?
Right, and there's no chance of fooling Declare into thinking that partner has a heart remaining. Like, the whole world knows that's not true.
So, spade to the ace. But I don't think there's much for us to do on this defense. I mean...
No, I agree. I think playing that, that third heart, like, nothing good happened, but you never know, and now just sit back and hope the 10 of clubs is the trick.
I mean, presumably partner does have the Diamond King, is what's going on, because otherwise East-West would likely be in 4 spades.
In fact, Steph, I didn't realize you were on one of those teams, but we were discussing the Jacob Dinkin partnership last night. I was at what's his name, Franco's house with some other bridge players. One of whom is connected with this possible new partner for Sam.
What is this trick? Did Declare forget to take the Diamond Finesse?
I mean, is it possible that Declare just doesn't have both?
No. Declare just has the club ace and the Queen Jack of Diamonds, and realized that he was always losing a diamond anyway because he doesn't have enough trumps. So he played South for King Double, or he played us for King Doubleton. Yeah.
Right. I mean, I also wonder if there was like some weird inference from the bid.
I don't think so. So yeah, Queen of Diamonds now.
Like, because we know Olivia's hand is abnormal for her actions, so maybe that's what Declare.
Yeah, but I mean, Declare had made also another mistake. I bring this up all the time. I mean, maybe it was a Vugraph error. It's possible, but definitely Ace of Diamonds, Diamond to the Queen, not Diamond to the Jack. It just gives away all this information. It's like so much more.
Oh, you know what? I saw the trick go to the King. I didn't even look at the card. I just assumed it was the
Queen.
it
was the Jack. That's why I was confused about the trick. But
yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, it didn't even occur to me it was any card other than the Queen.
Yep. So, 110. I mean, looks like East-West did pretty well to stay low with their 23 highs.
Yep.
Could be a bit of a swing. I mean, probably in the direction of Sorvoll, if anything.
I think if you're East-West, you have to be pretty happy about going plus period, even though you could have taken another.
we're in fourth seat.
Constant guarantees 140 is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Steph, when they went for 1100, was it in one spade doubled, or did their system get them higher than that?
A classic one heart canapé opener that we have. I don't think we're going to be taking a lot of calls on this auction, although maybe partner overcalls a no trump. Nope. One no, I'll pass. Gavin's team is 1 imp away from being in front of Dinkin. Ooh, they are! Wait, is it actually 1 imp? It's 0.3 VPs.
Wow, so Sorvoll's actually leading. Wow, Dinkin was in 5th place. Good for them.
No, Dinkin was in 1st coming into this round.
Yeah, I just see that. Currently, Sorvoll's in 1st.
Well, that's who Dinkin's getting smashed by.
Yeah, no, I see it.
Why is Gavin on a team with the Norwegian flag? Because the team captain is from Norway.
What, which team is it?
Foreigner.
I don't see them. Thank you.
Although it is a fitting name, Foreigner.
Yeah, although the captain, assuming that they're listed in that order, which they probably are since it's not alphabetical, is Indian.
Yeah.
Indian American, I assume.
It's the same guy Gavin's been playing with all week, or all weekend.
Good for him, finding a new sponsor so quickly.
Playing on a Norwegian team as opposed to an American team, it's just, it's the sponsor's thing. So the sponsor probably wanted to get those guys, or maybe the sponsor asked Gavin to find some good players, and Gavin reached out to them.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Hyberg Evenstad, but Baka and Gruda are both world-class players.
Yeah, like they're really good. I mean, they were on the silver medal team in the Bermuda Bowl recently. They might have won Bermuda Bowls in the past. And yes, of course, Nikolai Hyberg Evenstad is the youngster, 14 years old, but he has done quite well for himself in a few events. I mean, not like a world-class player as of yet. He's no Klukowski or Finn Kolesnik, I guess. It's now the new younger generation, but he seems to play quite well.
Yeah, and I think also great that the sponsor was willing to be convinced to to add to the team to let him get some real high level experience. Yeah, that could be a real challenge for young players.
Right. I mean, this could be a Gavin thing. Like, I think Gavin has done a lot for like Youth Bridge over the years, and so he was probably like, well, we need a 5th whenever the sponsor wants to sit out, so I'll play with this kid. He plays well, and
yeah.
Like,
yeah, but you still have to sell it to the
sponsor. Well, he might not be getting paid, right? Like, it's different between a sponsor paying for a 5-man team and paying all 4 players, or paying a 5-man team and only playing 3 of the players, and then the kid gets to play for free. That's pretty frequent.
That's true. Although you still have to be like, well, he's still someone who makes the team better.
True. Yes.
Like the sponsor's going to be like, no, screw you, we're playing 4-handed.
Yeah, that's really nice. Bake said in an interview that Nikolai is worlds ahead of where he was at his age. I mean, at age 14, I didn't even know the rules of Bridge. I didn't even know Bridge was a game. So...
yeah, and as far as Zapstep asking why not an American team, I don't really know, but I suspect one major reason is that he lost his American sponsor, and most of the other potential American sponsors, I think, either wouldn't want to go to Iceland or already have their squad set. So Gavin had been playing with Warren Spector for some time, but Warren has at least temporarily given up high-level Bridge.
All right, 9 tricks taken. Yeah, so right-hand opponent here, Sorvoll, sitting in the west seat, elected not to invite. I mean, he only has a 7 count.
Yeah. Well, not only not invite, but he didn't even transfer.
Yeah, that's also true. That's very strange. I didn't think about that. But yeah, they might get to 3-0 in the other room. I mean, maybe 3-0 can go down if North gets to play some diamonds at some point.
I don't think, even red, I don't think it's really likely to get to 3-0 on those cards.
Yeah, probably not.
Like, I think the one route you might have there is if you transfer and hope partner can super accept, and now you, like, shrug and bid a game, but I don't think you're going to make a high card invite on that hand.
Yeah. I mean, if West does, then East will accept. East has 17. But...
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Do we know why Warren gave up bridge? He had accomplished everything that he had wanted to accomplish. I think Gavin spoke about this at some point. Talked to viewers and or other people. But yeah, so he won a bunch of national titles. He played in the Bermuda Bowl. He's basically done everything that he cares to do.
Did he play for the Bermuda Bowl? I didn't realize that.
He was just on USA 1.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I was thinking, I forgot about that. Yeah, so that actually seems like a good time to go out. Yeah, I think he, I don't know, like, high level bridge is a grind, you know. He had previously given up for his business career, so, you know, it's not out of character to give it up a second time.
Yep.
So let's see. So what is one club? Is this like...
Don't know. Someone did link the system, and there's no way I'm clicking that link. I think my computer might get infected with the Dinkin virus if I do.
I'm not sure I like this versus doubling again.
Yeah, I mean, I would tend to agree. I think the little bit of scare factor is if we double again, partner's often going to sit, and we don't have a trump to lead. So that's kind of a negative, but...
It's true, but depending on the implications of one club, if we could have a 9-card club fit, 4 diamonds kind of guarantees that we never find it.
Sure, yeah. I agree with that. I assume 2 clubs is the precision-style clubs.
Who knows? Because, like, you know, just imagine poor partner over there, though, with, like, 3, 4, 1, 5 even, where he couldn't open 2 clubs.
Yeah.
Like, double's going to work much better opposite that kind of hand, and, you know... Partner's going to know we have diamond length anyway, as long as he's looking at a few hearts, because we have exactly 4 spades. We don't have enough clubs to raise him. We don't have any hearts. Like, what's left?
Oh my god. I just clicked on the Butler. The sponsor of Gavin's team is sitting in 4th on the Butler.
Wow.
And I don't even see Gavin on here.
I was going to say, if Gavin is platooning...
I mean, he's still plus. Gavin's still plus, but that's not a good look.
So I'm sure I've told you this story, while we have nothing to watch, but Olivia virtually turning the cards
No, it's
here.
Not Olivia. It is Dinkin playing.
No, I mean, but Olivia's dummy is turning the cards. So a couple of years ago, through an introduction, I got hired to do a wine cellar project for a private equity guy. And, you know, just got to chatting a little bit and found out that he started his career as Burster. I was like, oh, well, there used to be my clearing firm was on the floor, and I know Warren some through Bridge. Like, yeah, not super well, but, like, you know, whatever. Like, well enough to, like, say hello to and catch up a little bit when I see him. And, you know, like, of course, like, you know, Warren, like, super nice guy. Like, at the table, he's pretty chill. And this guy, he had started his career at Bear Stearns and left a few years in, probably before he was 30, so he was never that senior there. You know, now he's done very well for himself in private equity. And, like, his eyes go a little wide, and he says, Mr. Spector was a titan. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what Sam's hand could look like here. I mean, it looks like he probably does have.
No. We have Sam's hand.
Right?
Are you?
Oh, I can't see it.
Oh, it should.
How do I get
it should work after the first trick, but I don't know. Click Kibitz again twice. See if that does it.
There we go. Yeah.
All right. So this is getting roughed, right? Oh, God, what? What are they doing? Is this going to make?
And actually, like, so I was looking at a truly single dummy just from Olivia, and it, like, somehow felt to me like it was King Doubleton of clubs.
Yeah, but this is like gonna make now. Oh my God! Like, if spades are 3-3, this is just coming home. East even pitches the jack of clubs. He's hoping to get another club through. Oh no. Alright, the king of spades holds. And another spade. I mean, there's no risk. Declarer's hand and dummy are both high. So this isn't one of those spots where, like, spades are 4-2, we go down $1 million because they just pull trumps and exit a heart. No, East has pitched the jack of clubs. This was the worst defense I've ever seen. Oh, God. Also, Sam's just,
so I'm having trouble with
like, in the tank.
I'm having some trouble with your Twitch stream. I do want to see whether he, like, figures it out here, and then I'm going to restart my computer.
Okay.
Somehow it'll, like, show you for a second, and then flashes to the ad, but the ad doesn't
play. Oh, no.
So
yeah, Twitch can bug like that.
Stream. Yeah, I'm just going to see if restarting helps at all here. Hey, plus 620.
Oh, my God.
All right, back in 1 second.
Oh, no. This is so unfair. I just wanted to see Dinkin punished for bringing this monstrous system into existence. It's kind of like how everyone hates the creator of Frankenstein, but they don't hate Frankenstein itself. But no, here we are. How could they possibly let 4 spades make? Oh no. Do I know why the system came into existence? I assume one evening Sam got struck by lightning and, I don't know, like, birthed a bridge system. I don't know, isn't that how all systems come into existence? 4 spades? Fuck off. Well, that worked. Sam was pissed off with the ACBL rules on what he could and could not play, so he made the craziest thing that is legal in the ACBL. You know what?
Yeah, I think...
Okay, I respect that. That is actually so valid.
And it looks like Twitch is still bugging, which is super annoying, but it seems fine for everyone else since you've got plenty of users. I can see the chat window, that's the important part.
Alright, 1 no. Stamen, 2 hearts, 2 no. Shmuel loves it now that the explanation has been delivered. Very reasonable. Like that's someone who just doesn't take no for an answer. He's like, can I play this? He like writes into the ACVL, like, can I play this? And they're like, no, that would violate rule 7.8c. He's like, okay, can I play this? They're like, no, that would violate this thing. And, and so then he spent hours pouring through the ACVL documentation on what is and is not legal and came up with a bunch of terrible conventions. So he's playing it out of protest.
Yeah, I do kind of wonder what the origin. Like, I've seen strong diamond systems, and I've seen these like light opening systems that are being two bids like Fantina's played. And I do wonder what the actual direct inspiration was, or just like he had some dream and woke up with the system fully formed.
Are we leading a spade or a diamond here? Does it depend on whether 2-0 shows a 4-card major or not?
I think even if it does, the 9 of spades tips me to a spade. Like Jack 8 4th is such a bad lead. Yeah, Donnie presumably is. Yeah, I was going to say 4 spades and longer clubs, so a diamond lead is going to be into the declaring partnership length, which is pretty unattractive. But Olivia disagrees.
I think a diamond's okay. It feels like a 50-50 to me. I think if I was leading a spade, I would probably lead low. And so that, like, makes me a little bit sad. But,
I completely agree there.
One club denies a 4-card major unless you're 4 to 7. 4 to 7 high card points? Can you open a club with 4 to 7? I don't think so. That's not legal in the ACBL.
Yeah, I believe opening systemically with fewer than 8 points is straight up illegal. Like, not restricted to you can only play natural, just flat out illegal.
If you were 4-7 in the 2 suits. Yes, now I understand what 4-7 means. 4-card major, longer minor. Much longer minor. I don't think that's how you alert it. For a lot of these like unusual systems, what you do is you just tell the opponents like what the most likely hand type is and be like, and there are some other exceptions. Because you don't go through like the entire alert of what this could be every time it comes up. Heart to the 10. I mean, I guess we switch to a low spade now. Could partner have ace king third? Declare would have ace queen of clubs, king of diamonds, is 9, like king queen jack of hearts is 15. Yeah, it looks like a spade would have been the winner here. Partner has ace doubleton or ace third. We could have set up 3 spade tricks at least. Maybe not enough to beat it, but... You don't think you could resist telling your opponents that there's the single exception? But see, the thing is, like, at some point, just being a massive troll doesn't help your side.
And as we both suspected, the low spade was better than an honor, despite having the 9. It also could work in a weird way, like, declare might not remember to, might not put up the 10 with, with certain holdings.
Aliuna played against his team in some NABC Swiss, but didn't think that the system caused too much weirdness. That can be the case. And I think a lot of it depends on who gets to open the hands, like who has more of the missing high cards. Because if the unusual system gets most of the high cards, then they get to have these crazy auctions that, I don't know, just like go off the rails on every board. But if your team... Okay, we do get a spade trick in the end, so ultimately not too bad for our side. But yeah, if they're just stuck defending on every hand, then they don't get to utilize their system all that much.
And some of it can look like quasi-normal. They have like, yeah, mostly a set where the other side's opening, and then a couple of things where they open this intermediate two bid. It's just not going to look that
Mm-hmm.
weird.
One team in the trials last year was playing one no trump overcalls 3-11 takeout. Nice. So these are the types of players who like have like these 1-4-4-4 hands with like 7 high card points, and they're like, man, I really wish I could make a takeout double, but my bridge coach keeps telling me that I should never be making a takeout double without opening bid strength at least. So I've come up with a way around it. We bid 1 no to show this hand.
So there was at one point there was, I'm just going back like 20 plus years, there was kind of a vogue among some of the junior players for playing one no overcall. I think is 4 card major, long or minor.
Mm-hmm. That's a thing. I mean, it's weird, but that's a thing.
Yeah, I mean it seems like it seems playable, but of course you're not going to get in trouble bidding that, I don't think, but you are obviously like often going to regret just not having a natural no trump overcall.
Okay, I don't believe that Zia and Helgamo were playing a 2-no opener as 12-14. I assume that had to have been Brogland and his partner were playing the 2-no openers 12-14. Is that Raptor? Yeah, I've heard Raptor is,
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
that's what it's called. Okay, we got 2 boards to go. I will give a standings update while we wait for the next board to load in. So Sorvoll is running away with it at this point. They've thoroughly trounced Dinkin on... Oh my god, wait, why does my thing only say 4 boards are in? We do have 6 scorers. Oh, it probably isn't going to matter. There's 1 back-to-back on boards 5 and 6. But Sorvoll's in first by 7 victory points. Quite a lot. Apres Bridge Champs, the Builda team, has moved up into second. Very disappointing that we have never seen any of these players play, and yet they're just winning all of the events. Foreigner, Gavin's team, has climbed all the way up into third. The sponsor, I think, is sitting out in this final set. Hotel somewhere in Iceland is in fourth. Dinkin has fallen to fifth. Deboten is in sixth. Doctrine is in seventh. Deeza's team is in eighth. 1 no 10-12. Here we go. All right. Two diamonds. I don't know. Is this like forcing Stamen or something? Or is it transfer to hearts?
Yeah, it's a transfer. I think most 10-12 pairs just like transfers, like forcing Stamen was popular at one time, but that was a long time ago, even for those methods.
Well, we have a big swing going the way of Dinkin. No surprise, board 7, 4 spades made in this room after less than perfect defense from the east-west pair. And the other table got to 5 diamonds. Not the greatest fit. A couple of finesses are wrong, and that ended up going down too. So 13 imps going back the way of Dinkin. They are going to need another big swing if they want to overcome the deficit and pull back up into first place. But, I mean, this could easily be a part score swing, right? We have 18 highs, the opponents have a club fit. We get to play in 2 hearts.
I mean, this could just be a pass out.
It seems unlikely with the opponents having 22.
Depends on what these West players are. But, yeah, it still wasn't counting. Yeah, so like it would have to be 11 opposite 11, and fourth seed have no reason to open. I think second seed probably would not open. Most 11 counts red white.
I mean, it depends who you are. But this will be down 1 in 2 hearts. Unless a diamond rough is coming, but I suspect it is not.
Yeah, this does not look like that hard to cash out.
I mean, I guess in theory, East-West could get to 3-0 on their cards. I think it would be a little bit challenging to get there, but it's possible. And then maybe, depending on how the clubs split, North-South would have to be careful on defense, but it does seem to be maybe 1 or 2 umps going the way of Sorvoll, or going the way of Dinkin on this one. Queen of Spades holds. We'll probably see a club switch now that there's no reason for West to continue spades. Maybe West is sitting on the club ace and just deciding whether to play high or low on this trick. So there's the club.
Yeah, that makes sense.
To the 9.
West is about to play 2 black aces.
Yeah.
Yep, there's 1.
Ace of clubs. King of spades. And, I mean, probably continue a black suit of some kind. Like, playing diamonds obviously does not help. So, we may as well try and, like, give a rough slough and see if it, causes a problem. I mean, also, we don't know that Declare is out clubs. So, East might just continue clubs.
Yeah, that's heard. And after that, after the no trump opening, there's no possibility a rough slough is going to help Declare.
Yeah. Okay, 4th spade. I mean, this is good defense because it could lead to down 2. Like, if Dummy and Sorvoll pitch diamonds here, then Declare is kind of at risk of either losing a trump trick if they rough high and then overtake the 7 of hearts, or a diamond rough if they rough low.
Nos doesn't know how many hearts Declare started with. Declare only started with 2 hearts. The rough slough might actually generate a trick legitimately.
Yeah. Oh, everyone heard the cop cars in the background? No, that's back behind me. It looks like the walls are paper thin.
Atypically, it was not coming from Brooklyn.
All right, so 2 hearts down 1. And we're on to the last board. Then we can jump over into the other room if they're still playing to finish off the set. But it does look like Dinkin has clawed back a little bit thanks to that 13 imp pickup on board 7. That board is... Oh, it's already in the standings, and Dinkin actually hasn't clawed back very much. They're still sitting in 5th. Despite the 13 imps that they've gained. Still, 5th place would put them in the money. I'm not sure exactly how much it was for places after 1st, but I think there was a steep fall off in your pay rate. As is the case with a lot of these events, 1st place is what everyone shoots for, and so it gets a much larger percentage of the prize pool. How much is 1st? It's like 200, or it's like 2,500 US dollars, approximately. So it would have been a nice little payday on the weekend.
Yeah, it still doesn't quite, doesn't come close to covering the expenses, but still.
Right, yeah. But maybe you would get a little bit of a bonus if you're on a sponsored team. It's true, for an event this size, I don't think that is good, but that's probably one of the main reasons why we don't see a lot of those better teams stick around after the WBTs finished earlier this week.
Yeah, there's one. I'm sure there are others. I know India has one with a really substantial prize pool, which I Pretty sure Sam has played in before. I think I've seen him there.
So,
But that's hard. I mean, that's a really rough trip for Americans.
yeah, so 2 hearts, alerted as a good 2, so like intermediate probably. Double by partner, 4 hearts on our right. Do you like double, or would you just bid 4 spades?
I do like double quite a bit.
Okay.
Particularly it feels like our partner is often going to have a strong balanced hand here, and probably it's 3 spades, but this isn't a great hand for a 4-3, and he might be able to pass it if he's like 3-2-4-4, which would be great for us.
Do you think partner should always bid 4 spades with 4? Do you think double shows 4 spades here? I think double is just values.
I think double is just double. But if partner bids 4 spades and we don't have them, he has to trust the pull. I think double is just better. I think it keeps more things open, one of which is still 4 spades.
I would expect partner to pass most of the time if he's 4-2, 4-3. So
yeah, I was just thinking that, like, what's he going to do if he has that shape?
So like, I mean, that to me is the difference. Like, I don't think double would have been my choice. I would have just bid 4 spades and dealt with the 4-3 fit.
I really don't want to play a 4-3 spade fit when partner doesn't have the ace or king of hearts.
I don't think it's a problem. The opponents could have 11 hearts.
That's true. Even so, though, if it starts hard heart, that's probably not great for us, right? Like, we play a trump or 2. Now they, now they can tap the long hand.
Oh, I mean, like, we can just pitch, right? Like, it's not as if we have to rough the second trump.
No, I'm saying, like, let's say the opponents have 11 hearts. It goes hard heart. We take the rough in the 3-card hand. We play a trump or 2. Now,
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. But I like Livy's action quite a bit.
It seems reasonable. So diamond opening lead. That was fortunate. We had to cash a couple of diamonds. Now switch to the jack of spades.
And probably we don't get a club trick, but partner could have a heart card.
So spade to the king and ace. Partner will cash the queen. And now it really is just a question of, does partner have a heart to cash or not?
Yeah, there's virtually no chance we have a club trick. Partner would have to have a singleton, and that is basically impossible.
It looks like 4 spades is going down, though. 3 rounds of clubs roughing, and then left-hand opponent gets to cash the heart ace. So, looks like a pretty nice result. I mean, it's not going to be like a massive swing, but it could be 300 points for 7 imps.
I mean, if we get it 500, it's 12
imps.
Yeah,
if partner has a heart card, we can... but we...
I mean, but he has to have a heart card,
Why?
Right?
Oh!
Because he has the ace, queen of spades, and nothing else.
Clubs are 4-0, so 4 spades was making...
Yeah, but partner's guaranteed to have at least one heart card, right? Because otherwise his hand would be ace, queen of spades, and out.
Well, if...
Right, we're looking at the ace, king, queen of diamonds, and the ace, king, queen, jack of clubs.
That's true, but we did see partner's 4-heart preempt earlier. His Namyats.
Partner could easily have the ace, queen of hearts here to, to make this bid sensible, or ace, jack... I guess he can't have ace, jack third. Because then declare we're only at 5. But I think 2 trumps.
I was saying, like, for us to be doing better than 4 spades, partner can't have the heart ace, right? Because otherwise, wow, heart to the 10 and jack.
I don't know what's happening, but it's good for us.
Well, maybe. I mean, 4 spades is making, right? So.
4 spades is, I'm going to say, I'm not totally sure it's making.
I mean, we only have 3 losers, right? If West has the heart ace. Wow, heart to the 10. Oof.
Wow. Oh, I see. Even if we play it from partner's side, where it starts club, 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 that's the end of the defense?
Yeah, partner has the ace of hearts. So, looks like we can head over to the other room, see where they've ended up.
Oh, there's a view graph error, right? Because clearly, if partner won that jack, it would have been 800, not 500.
Yeah.
So one thing or the other is a view graph error, and probably the 10 hearts was the error.
Maybe. Yeah. That would make sense.
Maybe.
All right. Well, East-West have gotten to 4 hearts undoubled in this room, so North-South never got involved in the auction. I think this is probably a big mistake by South. I actually... So I don't know South. My inclination is to say that South is a sponsor. North. Whatever. Oh, God, I'm still kibitzing. Let me get rid of this.
Oh, I see. I just went over it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know Bogo, but yes, quite possible because that hand certainly looks like an automatic takeout double even once they're at the 4 level.
Right. Also, this is not the auction, right? Oh, crap. I need to... I'm going to reload the table because it has rotated the entire auction for me. It had West opening 3 hearts. Okay. Yes. I mean, North has a takeout double of 4 hearts, of course. And...
Ooh. And South, I think, has made a very reasonable, but will not work out well opening lead.
Yeah, ace of spades. Yuck.
This is just a make now, right?
Steph says, no, these guys north-south are good. Why does everyone keep telling me that these players are good when they clearly are not?
Well, Oz a good player.
Yeah,
right?
South is quite good. But I've seen a bunch of very questionable things from this North player throughout, and they've been on VuGraph for quite a while. So I think, I suspect they're a sponsor, but maybe not.
Yeah, they don't have the excuse of a difficult time change because they're coming from
next door,
from pretty close by.
All right. Spade rough, heart to king, down 1.
Well, I think he's going to play the pitch diamonds first and then play heart.
I'm not sure about this plan.
He may be concerned about the diamond split somehow, although obviously, it's not going to matter.
Well, but the risk of...
There's no... Yeah, I mean, it does look a little hasty, but, it probably just can't really come back to Burnham.
Because if South was getting a diamond rough, then...
then he always was.
North could have done that already. And you might need that diamond to get over in case North has ace-jack 3rd of hearts.
Oh, right, sorry, yes. Kibitzer points out it's down 1. I miscounted the defensive tricks. Still.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be 9 imps, which does not bring them back into the lead. But that is the end of play for at least this table. I will pull up the standings with a few boards yet to come in, score-wise. So currently, oh my god, I think they did it. So Sorvoll is going to drop a little bit because that last board they lost 9. And the Builda squad, who won the pairs and has 2 pairs on their team that were 1st and 2nd in the pair event, now won the team event. Maybe. I mean, not all of the scores are in.
A few moments later.
But yes, congrats to Team Builda with the German flag and a French team name. Sabina and Roy, Dennis.
Little under $6, so about $100 a player.
Yeah. Dinkin, congrats to them. We did get to see them play a couple of matches. I know that they're fan favorite. So they finished in 2nd. Sorvoll, close match, finished in 3rd. Foreigner, Gavin's team, coming in 4th. The Icelandic Hotel, finishing in 5th. And SFG looks like narrowly squeaking out 6th place over Duck Torin.